bit different than this right here. It's going to be underscore velocity of y plus equals gravity dot gravity. So what this is doing is, since gravity here, underscore gravity. Since this is of type gravity and this is being sent in through this parameter, so this parameter is getting put into right here, and it's of type gravity, we have to go back over here. So it's kind of hard to explain. This gravity is getting pulled, underscore gravity dot gravity is pulling gravity from right here. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. So this gravity right here is coming from right here. And we do that by saying underscore gravity dot gravity. Because the underscore gravity right here was set right here because we passed gravity in through this function call, which we'll take care of later. So anyway, we had to update the gravity. And then we actually had to move it. So its y value got changed by the velocity, which right here is underscore vel-y, velocity of y. And then we had to check for the detection, if it hit the ground or not. So if the ball's height, and since we're working with an instance of the ball right here, we don't have to worry about declaring ball.height. To stay consistent with what we had over here, though, I'm going to say if y value plus the height was greater than underscore gravity dot bottom. Where is bottom at? There you are. Then do this function. So when I do underscore gravity dot bottom, it is pulling the values from inside this gravity dot as. That's, just so you know, that's what we're doing. So if the y's height plus, if the y plus the height is greater than the bottom, we need to reposition it. So its y is going to be equal to gravity dot bottom, underscore gravity dot bottom minus its own height. And then we need to replace it. Velocity of y. Sorry, we not need to replace it. We need to actually bounce it. The velocity of y times equals its bounce factor. And to get to the bounce, the ball bounce, we go underscore gravity once again dot ball bounce. And that is the function. The class to apply gravity to all the multiple instances of the ball. Now that we have this, we need to come back in here and actually change this, because we no longer need to actually apply the gravity anymore. We actually need to spawn the balls now. So we have a function called create balls. Like I said, this tutorial just screams AC/DC. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. Okay. Gravity, create balls. And actually, didn't we initialize? Let's see. I'm trying to remember if we initialized velocity anywhere. We'll come back to this if there's any problem. If there's a problem, it's because of that. I'm just going to comment that out. Okay. Now we need to actually create the function to create the balls. So function create balls. It's a void because it's not going to return anything. It did it to me again. Screw you. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, oh, I forgot. We also need to change some other information. This is going to be fun because we need to have all the balls that are going to be spawned saved into an array. So instead of ball being of type ball, underscore ball is going to be an array because we already have ball declared as a type ball right here. By the way, we're going to go ahead and move this because we don't want it to be on the stage because we're going to have multiple things spawning other than that. All right. So it's going to be an array. Now underscore balls is a new array. Yeah. Oh, come on. Put the parentheses there. And this is where the for loop is going to be coming in. That one I was telling you about before. So we need to declare the variable I. Variable I is a number, and it will be initialized here in the I loop. The for loop. So for I equals 0, I is less than 10. So what this is going to do, it's going to start an iterative count starting at 0. So it's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then since the following one would be 10, it is going to cut out. But the reason we started at 0 for you beginners instead of 1 is because arrays by default in most C-based languages start with the index of 0, not the index of 1. I know it sounds really weird, but that's the way they do it. So that's why we started in 0. And now we're going to have the actual function. All right, so 4. We're going to be spawning these pieces at the balls at random places. So we need to create a variable to randomly spawn them at. So var new x. It's a number, obviously. It's going to equal, this is how you randomly generate a number. Math, well, not match. Math.random. And then we're going to multiply it. Now, the reason we're going to multiply it is when you do math.random, it picks a random number between 0 and 1. So if you were to just leave it at math.random, all the balls would literally spawn within 1 pixel of each other. 1 square pixel, and we don't want that. So we're going to multiply the, actually we want the x value here. We wanted to go pretty much entirely across the screen, so about 450. And then var new y, it's a number, it's going to equal, not plus, math.random, and we're going to multiply that one by 100. There we go. Okay. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky. Remember this ball with gravity right here where we send it in the different numbers? We actually do it right here. So underscore balls sub I. So in other words, in this array where we're at in this iterative account, that is going to equal a new ball with gravity. This is why we declared this entire function before, this entire class before. We did all this so we can have the ball with gravity right here. And we're going to give it coordinates. I messed up too. That is going to error out when I do this because we're going to send it new x, new y, and I believe 0. Yeah, because that's where we initialize the velocity, and then this, which is meaning this particular instance of the ball in the array. Which means I have 4 parameters and something's gonna error out on me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's see. Coming back over here. We're going to have underscore underscore x. It's going to be a number. I apologize for this, guys. And then x. Let's put it before y. That's where it traditionally comes. X equals double underscore x. Yeah. That works. new x, new y, new x, new y, 0 is the velocity, and then this. Yep, that works. All right, going back to the gravity.as. Oh, and this is where we actually just spawn it. So add child of underscore balls sub I, and that should be all that she wrote. No, you hate me. The blessed semicolon of doom. How I love you. Let's see, we're on gravity.as. Add event listener. Apply gravity. Maybe it's over here. Oh, balls. And then we just have an undefined property of apply gravity to the event listener. Why are you doing that? Apply gravity. So yeah, we're not going to need to do that because that's initialized in there. Oh, yeah, of course. We totally forgot to actually apply the gravity. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so we need to create a real quick private function. It's that helper function.